Well, well, well. It's the Mirror Universe today. I probably should have thought of something that would sound like Mirror Ryan, but I didn't. So, here we go. We're watching Star Trek. What would Mirror Ryan say? I don't know. What's the opposite of a well? Dried river basin, dried river basin, dried river. That doesn't work. What's
Not
the
much
opposite of
happened,
water?
didn't
Sand, sand, sand?
it? I don't like sand.
It's coarse and rough and it's irritating. And
It gets everywhere.
it gets everywhere. My goodness. Keep up. Alright, so yeah, Mirror Universe today. Episodes 1 and 2. So it's a 2-episode day because next week is going to be the 3-episode finale. 2 parts of a real finale, and then there's also a side episode. Don't worry about it. What's it called? These Are the Voyages is fine. It's just the episodes before are a better finale. The inflection of a beard. I already have a beard, though. Everything I say is with the inflection of a beard. It's not a goatee, though. I could have shaved it down to a goatee, but no. That sounds awful.
Then you'd be stuck with a goatee after.
Yeah, I would just
watching this.
have... I mean, I don't think I have to go anywhere for like a week, so it might be fine. I could grow it back, but...
Not that we see your face anyway. You could.
You've seen my face.
Yeah, I've seen your face, but you're not showing it on the chat right now.
No. I always say, my face isn't a secret, I just don't think it would add anything, so I don't show it on here. Yeah. I don't even know where my webcam is anymore. Where did I put it?
You...
Doesn't matter. I haven't used it recently. I haven't had need to. Yeah, Mirror Universe. So everyone queue up in Mirror Darkly, Part 1. That's Season 4, Episode 18. There's Porthos in it. He's pretty cool.
Just a subtly different dog. It's interesting.
Yes, I think Porthos is actually a boy dog in this episode.
Just to make it as opposite as possible to the actor dog.
Yes. Yes, my intakes are one of the best things ever. I'm glad we agree. I am the god of Star Trek. No, but it's pretty... Yeah. I have fun with it.
Unfortunate that CBS are a bunch of bastards.
Ugh, I have to do more real work. Gross. It's fine. I didn't really expect it to last forever. It's fine. The disappointing thing is just that it was actually accelerating in growth at the time they killed it. Things were going pretty good, but you know.
They just can't let you have nice things.
Yeah. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still trying to find my webcam. It's around here somewhere. I'm not plugging it in right now. I just want to make sure I still have it. I didn't accidentally, like, throw it away. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, good.
No, you're funny. Anyway, sounds nice.
Webcam? Yeah, it's an okay webcam. It's a... That one that literally everybody got, the Logitech C something. It's fine.
And you used to make everyone jealous went to Sun last week.
What? Last week?
On Wednesday I went to Sun.
Ah. And you survived.
Well, I did stand in the beam of projectiles.
I assume it wasn't on at the time?
I'm not sure if they were actually running it at the time. Obviously, don't just go down into the chamber and stuff, but yeah.
Okay, neat. See any subatomic particles?
That would be quite difficult to do.
I have faith in you. What I do have faith in you is to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Don't worry about how each second there was a slightly different length. It's fine.
Well, technically, you see subatomic particles each day, just not really. You see the particle, you see the combination of all the particles.
I wonder if we look carefully in the background, can we see the Enterprise crew? Are they here?
I would doubt it because this is alternate timeline.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's also reused footage.
True, very true.
It's reused until they pan down from his face to his jacket.
Yeah. I always find that ramp interesting how it just comes out through a gap.
I mean, I guess it works. It doubles as a door.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that ship is the... I don't know their prefix, but it's the Vulcan ship Taplana Hath, which shows up again, not the ship itself, but the name in Discovery. They reused the name for a Vulcan ship. No, I don't see Riker.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I've actually done the job and edited it out.
It would have been amazing, though. Okay, reused. Still reused. I want to see if I can see the cut. Oh, here. It's going to close in on his hand. There it is.
Yeah.
Yes!
It's interesting that he still tries to do the motion here, even though he planned to kill them.
It's our ship now.
I suppose it's more of a thing of he was pretending until he then reached into his coat.
He shot them because he couldn't do it. They embarrassed him in front of his people.
I do like the new opening for it, though.
It's the best.
It is the best of the series.
Nice martial stuff going on. Nice music. Is that a... Oh, that's a very nice flamethrower you have. Okay, so John Billingsley gets a plane. Jolene gets a nuke. Dominic gets a tank. Some rockets. It's weird how... I think...
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
CG,
that's
though.
weird.
That
I was about to say, it's weird how a couple of those were CG and most of them were real footage, but then they just cut to whatever that was.
Yeah.
And the number of new shots they created just for this.
Oh, that shot of Enterprise destroying something. That was the Romulan... What's it called? The Marauder.
They did reuse some shots in the previous episodes, like the one of the Makos coming down.
I find it interesting that they still had that conflict with the Xindi in the Mirror Universe, apparently. We saw that. Though I guess in the Mirror Universe, the Xindi were totally right.
Yes. The first use of the torture chamber thingy.
Vaughn Armstrong is back. Yes! After his tragic death. Are there aliens in the TOS Mirror Universe on the human ship? It's been a long time since I've seen it. I thought they were all humans in the Terran Empire in TOS era. Ugh. Late for his... he deserved it. How dare he? People are busy. He's holding up the whole
Shirking
department.
his duty. Lazy. Must be eliminated.
Oh yeah, Spock's in the... Right, Spock. I forgot about Spock. He's not really that important, so you know. Why does evil Archer... Wait, what's... Wait, he's not even using hair gel. What's with his hair? It looks more like someone just rubbed a balloon on his head. Saving the Empire from what, man?
Well, it falls apart in a few centuries' time, couple of centuries.
Yeah, but only because people stopped trying to save the glory of the Empire. It was doing pretty good until they embraced peace and pacifism. I mean, it was going good for the humans at least, not so much for everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters.
Why are you here? You specifically messaged me to say you weren't going to be here. You anti-RSVP'd.
Yeah.
I brought my Chromebook and I've sequestered
What is the
myself.
music? You sound ill. It just feels like with Hoshi here, you can't really have a girlfriend in the mirror universe because you're always worried she's gonna stab you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not relaxing.
Mira Hoshi still wants to teach.
Okay, but what does she teach?
Oh, this should be part of the ruse.
I would kind of expect a lot of...
Clearly, she
Jesus.
teaches management.
I would expect a lot of xenophobia so that they would like wipe out most languages and just make it whatever English centric or whatever language of the show
Oh
is.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe in multiculturalism.
Sword and Sun Tzu say, knowing your enemy is important part of war.
Oh, they still hang people in the evil future. That's nice. But then they they still hang people in the regular universe because Janeway says they could all be hanged for mutiny that one time.
I think it was more of a metaphor than literal.
No, she was threatening to hang them. You don't mess with Janeway.
Oh, Travis is a maker in this universe.
Paul, what are you wearing?
Well, she's finally in a uniform like you always
Oh
wanted.
my god, what's the mariachi? Why is there a band? My only concern with T'Pol's outfit really is the fact that it's not zipped up enough. It's zipped up like two of the tongs, so it looks like it could just break immediately. What do you call the little bits on the zipper that is actually zipped together? The spiky
Question.
bits.
Tines, maybe?
Tines? Like a fork? Maybe.
Do you mean the teeth? Of the
Oh,
zipper?
that's what they're called.
I
Yes.
think that's right. Yes.
God, what happened to Trip? Not nearly so bad as what's going to happen to him in a few episodes, I guess.
Yes. Foreshadowing. Not really, but yes.
I see they still have lip filler in the evil future. That's nice. Yes, I am glad that she actually gets a uniform. It's not exactly the same uniform, but oh well.
Yes, it seems that in the mirror universe, all female uniforms must expose their midriff. Apart from the Makos, apparently.
Yeah, Mako's get a nice vest. I guess DePaul's not expected to do any fighting, so she doesn't get a tactical combat sweater vest.
Yeah.
There's that lady in the background behind Archer who also has the midriff, so it's not just like the aliens. It's just the women.
Well, it's also Oshi later on, right?
Yeah. He just promoted himself to captain.
The paint job looks a little off on the lettering there. It looks like it says Enter Prisb. Strong Gabriel Lorca vibes here.
Mm-hmm. They replaced his cabinet, or his display rather.
We just need some skulls to complete the look. Yeah, a four-man invasion exploration ship. Of course, yes. Wonder, are we going to see other people's quarters? Because I want to see how everyone else decorates. Archer has weapons. Well, technically, Vaughn has weapons. Archer just got here, but
Yeah.
this is okay. Good job to Paul. So he has a bunch of swords. He has a. Did anyone recognize the gun? Was that a? Was that a Mark
I
Twain
don't think
gun?
it was real. Oh, the revolver? Could have been a
No,
single
the
action.
mariachi. What guns do the mariachi band have? I. Okay. The mariachi's a little bit of an
Porthos.
issue. Porthos, oh, he's such a good boy.
Hoshi in uniform.
See, she zipped hers up. It's up enough that it's not just gonna come apart by itself. Hoshi knows what to do. She's practical. She's pragmatic. That's why she's gonna stab people. This is emblematic of why Hoshi's rebellion works and T'Pol's fails. T'Pol, she doesn't think it through practically.
This makes me wonder if Giorgio is a descendant of Hoshi.
I remember there was something in Giorgio's 20-word title that referenced Japan. Of course, Linda Park is not of Japanese heritage, but Hoshi is, so that works out, I guess. My god, Hoshi, your boyfriend's been gone for like 5 minutes.
Which is exactly what she's doing right now.
Yes.
Oh my god, Linda, can you just stab him right now?
Yeah.
Really though, if she stabbed him right now, would she be the captain? That's how it
That's what
works, right?
she's
Probably.
gonna do.
Oh, yes, she is gonna. No, Linda, come on. You don't telegraph your attack. You just stab him. At least she tried.
Yes.
It's uncomfortable, but okay. What? Why do you think Travis has his gun raised as he walks on the bridge? Is that in case of mutineers?
Very possibly.
Wait a second. Wait, okay, there's a lot of questions here about how the universe works. So, Enterprise has stolen sufficient technology that they have tractor emitters. They don't have a grappler, they have a tractor
Yeah.
beam. The Terran Empire is literally doing better than United Earth. They're doing great.
Don't we even see they have shields at some point?
Did they have shield? Oh, is that a baby Targ? Did they have shields in that fight? I know they have shields in the like alternate future where Earth blows up, but I don't know about here.
Plot
Jesus.
seems to enjoy this.
John, no. He's supposed Trip or what's his name? Malcolm's gonna look over and is like, "Have you looked at our uniforms, Trip? They've got skulls on them.
Are we the
Even the
baddies?
Vulcans don't have skulls." They're the baddies. Oh, our first look at a Tholian in person. Our first look in 40 years of Star Trek. We actually get to
Yes.
see one. We saw a very, very fuzzy image of like a small portion of a Tholian one time before. They're crystal spider people who have who make webs, not just with their spaceships, but like with their abdomens, because they have Tholian silk. John, why are you so happy about this? It reminds me so much of the Doctor with his subroutines trimmed out. Just singing over Seven's body as he's dissecting bits of her. And they can't signal anyone else because they're in space. Doesn't matter how hard it vibrates.
I think that's trying to say that it acts as a subspace transmitter.
That doesn't make sense. How does guessing here that trip hates Vulcans. Delta rays. Is that what Captain Pike gets screwed by? What disfigures Captain Pike? It's some kind of radiation. Google knows. Yep, Delta rays. Alright, so he just got a lesser dose than Captain Pike. Doesn't need the chair. He's all good.
Mm.
Rick, what are you... Stop being weird, Rick. They played the same sound as the Tholian, vibrating.
Yeah.
So the Tholian can sabotage systems by vibrating at the right frequency to interrupt the electrical field of wires and engineering on the other side of the ship. It was T'Pol. It's probably T'Pol. Just shoot her. She's an alien.
Oh yeah, of course he's a maker as well, as opposed to just being a tactical officer.
So, this is... I don't know how to have this conversation of the logistics of running an evil fascist empire without sounding like I'm saying, oh yes, they should totally do this genocide. But from a practical standpoint, if you are running an evil genocidal fascist empire, it seems like it's not a good idea to let aliens into the upper class of the military. It seems like they should remain as laboring slaves. Because you don't want to arm them. You don't arm the people you're oppressing. It's not like the American South armed slaves during Civil War. It doesn't work. But then the universe, the mirror universe, has always been about showy, flashy, over-the-top evil more than practical evil. Practical
Yeah.
evil is what the Confederation is about.
Yep.
Cold and
And you see they're
efficient.
much more successful as well.
Yes.
They actually defeat the Borg.
Can't kill him, one's already died. Leave him alone.
Well, no, Admiral Frost died. Captain Frost is still very much alive.
They have to
For
balance the
now.
equation, balance the universes by killing this.
I can't hear what
Worst.
you're saying because the mariachi band is as loud as you.
What?
All
Why
I
is
hear
there
is
a mariachi
mariachi.
band? And what?
Q!
I feel
I
like
know you have something to do with this. Wait, is the next episode where we see the Gorn? The weird CG Gorn.
Yes. Yes, it is.
The Gorn... I guess we can talk about it when we get to it, but just initial thoughts is... It looks weirdly like a velociraptor or something. It's just a dinosaur.
Looks more like a big monitor lizard.
Why... Why are you watching Star Trek in a place with a mariachi band? I don't understand what's happening. This is going to be a leave it on overnight. At least they're efficient in their torture, I guess. So clearly that's supposed to be sweat, but I'm just imagining them laying there before they say action. Some aides come along and just spritz them with a water bottle.
I think it's more like a clear lotion that they use for that. Special effects.
I can't take you seriously with the mariachi. I can't do it. Also, I noticed that they're only sweating in
Different
places that
computer
were
sound.
initially exposed to the camera.
Yeah.
Two Vulcan crew members as well.
The Vulcans are taking over.
Anakin, I told you it would come to this. The Vulcans are taking over. You you don't arm the people you're oppressing.
That's not the issue. The Admiral's also oppressing Vulcans in general, but like,
Why is T'Pol helping Forrest?
She's Lord Forest. Voice probably helps her or something. I don't know.
oh, we've never seen that compartment before.
Hmm.
That little nook.
I'm not sure if those weapons have stun settings. They might have just killed a bunch of people. That's a good thing Archer showed up right when he did. Seconds after they discovered the lockout. Okay, it does have a stun setting. Interesting. I guess it makes sense to have a stun setting even if you're an evil fascist regime, because then you can take people in for interrogation.
They can't just pull the power out of the warp core or something.
Well, the power in the warp core is the antimatter, so you need to put it somewhere.
And Flots is just low to whoever is in charge.
It doesn't matter to him, he's in it for the science. The science of pain. Oh, this episode's also the only time we ever see Admiral Gardner. Because we talk to him all the time, but he's never on the view screen.
Hmm.
Ever since Forrest died, Gardner took over. I don't understand why people in the universe take this so personally. That's what you guys do.
Yeah.
Good point.
They have
Everyone's
to
so
take it
upset about it.
personally. It's like it's a virtuous kind of thing.
I would just expect them to say like, ah, that was a good try. You almost got me. GG.
Much more Garrick about it, in other words.
Oh, of course it did.
Oh, an interphasic rift. Okay.
A doorway to another universe. So this is okay. The defined constitution class is from the episode Tholian Web, right?
Yes.
I have no memory of interphasic rift. I think this is a retconned explanation of why the ship went missing because the TOS episode didn't explain it. TOS does that a
Potentially.
lot. They have a premise and then they just kind of forget and go do their own thing for the back half of the episode.
Enhance!
Why didn't he just show this information for us in the first place?
It's not nearly dramatic enough. Advanced bioweapons on a Constitution class Federation starship?
I
Seems
mean, I
legit.
do actually have a
He's
couple
just
of things.
hypothesizing.
Yeah.
I know he is, but he's. That's sort of his problem. He can't envision anything different from what he already knows.
Not an imaginative guy.
He
T'Pol
doesn't
doesn't want to
understand
arm
things that
the
are different.
Empire with weapons more powerful.
He sees something from another universe, another reality, another point in time, and all he thinks is us, but stronger.
Yes.
A basic suggestion. Oh man.
Maybe we should just get rid of the Vulcans if they can do that.
Yeah.
Also, Trip, please murder her now.
So why did he do it in such a stupid way? That was Archer's whole point.
Maybe the suggestion couldn't be specific as to
Yeah.
give him the freedom to
Wait a
consider how to
second.
do it.
Wait. That person, the woman in the back of the bridge, at the table. That was that lady who died in the Zindi attack.
Hmm.
That Trip had to write a letter for. I don't know her name, but yeah, look at her. That's totally the same woman.
So the Zindi war went differently, in other words.
In this universe, they were a couple centuries ahead in weapons technology compared to Earth.
Here is torture is a thing that works. Apparently.
Torture has never been a reliable means of extracting information. It is ultimately self-defeating as a form of control. Except here it's great, because it's Mirror Universe. Warp 8, I think, on Constitution class. Oh god, that reminds me. I watched some... Oh, it was the Gorn episode, actually. I watched the Gorn episode of TOS a week or two ago. And one of the weird things about it was Captain Kirk was like, "Oh, we have to follow that ship. Go to Warp 6." And everyone, it played a dramatic beat of music, and everyone looked just like, "Oh, you're mad. Warp 6. That's crazy. You're gonna tear the ship apart." He wasn't totally clear. Hypothetically, T'Pol could just like find him another job. It's like, hey,
Or
you can
send him
be the
back to his
manager of the
universe.
station. Of course, the first body they find has a red shirt on. Of course they do. Do we recognize them? Who is it? Some rando. Okay.
No, it's mine.
So I'm pretty sure these props are better than the TOS props, because I remember the TOS ones looking like hot glue guns.
I think it's pretty accurate.
I'm trying to find a picture of the original prop. Gross. Though they played like a squishy flesh explosion sound instead of a crystal sound.
Hmm.
Well, you know, when crystals are at 400 degrees.
I just expected more of a shatter. I have no memory of what happened in Tholian Web, other than there was a web.
1A, 2B.
Forming the web.
Well, this is what happened in Tholian Web. Yes, this specifically. But oh my god, the Tholians are so much faster at this in the Mirror Universe. It took them like 20 minutes in TOS. This whole dramatic thing is like, oh, we have to figure out how we can move the ship before they complete their web.
Oh yeah, shields, right?
Yep, those are shields. Nice.
Hmm.
No, you don't want to use the word stab around someone in the Mirror Universe. You're going to give them ideas.
It takes 20 minutes to heat up the warp engine from nothing,
They're not going to warp.
I suppose. You just still need a lot of the warp engine stuff to do things. Like the
brought the
phasers are directly
fusion
tied into
reactors
the warp
online, I
engine
guess.
in the Constitution. At least as per TOS canon.
But this is also Trip Tucker we're talking about. He did a cold reset in 2 minutes flat. Pathetic. He deserves to lose his ship.
He's still virtuous.
Is he?
Wait, they're not supposed to be good. Ah, it's supposed to be evil.
Well, I'm
Gosh.
thinking maybe the punishment he would face returning from losing the flagship is worse than dying.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen to those old sound effects. The bleeps and the bloops and the gumdrops.
All these state
Where are
pods
they gonna
get
go?
destroyed.
They're in a web. That's Captain to you, T'Pol.
Yeah.
See, in the future, interfaces are so intuitive that this ship they've never seen before, they can just immediately use it.
Well, that's not even just... Well, unless you mean relative to us, but Archer can use any ship of any species regardless of whether he's seen it. That's happened before, for sure. Alright, everyone queue up for part 2.
And remember to go back to the
Yes.
start if it sticks to the recap.
Phew.
Yep. You might, if you're on Netflix in particular... Actually, is it even on Netflix anymore? Anyway,
Nope.
It
if
is
you
in
press
the-
play and it auto-skips, just scroll back.
So
Make
if
it
you
work.
have a particular piece of software, you can continue to watch it on Netflix in the UK.
A certain piece of software that shall not be named.
Yes.
What did happen in Tholine Web? What did they say happened to the Defiant?
It disappeared into some into some phased reality or something. I don't remember exactly the word in. But
Oh, yeah, I'm starting to remember now. Captain Archer, they like had not Archer. Hang on. Well, hang on. Press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Didn't they have a thing where Captain Kirk was like stuck on the other ship and they thought he was
Yeah.
dead? They had to beam him back from the other reality during the conjunction of the spheres.
yeah.
No, T'Pol, you are a slave. You're 100% a slave. Also, I noticed the Tholians use Cardassian freighters. Nice to reuse ships. They don't reuse well, they do use triangles, but not the right triangles. It's been so long since we've seen a triangle.
Mm.
I know there's at least one more in Voyager. It's just been so long. I miss them.
Oh, hearing those old TOS sound effects is so nice.
You say so, Archer? Wait, but what are you gonna do? Because you don't have weapons. Or warp drive. Or a power grid.
Well, run away until you can get those things set up.
How are they gonna run? They don't have a warp drive. Not a working one right now.
That is fast. Jeez.
They've improved their technology in this universe.
But it's not a full envelope, so they can still shoot the ships in the corners.
Ah, I see. So anyway, how's the weather?
It's been alright.
Nice and cloudy?
I don't quite get the shot here though of the looks to be the French tanks advancing as opposed to German ones.
Is that taking a dig at the French?
No, it's just that The Germans were the ones considered more fascist even in World War One, and the French were just defending themselves. So it's like, I suppose you'd be like, the French are defending themselves. And
Yeah,
that's
just
kind of
like
what
humans
the
are just defending
French do.
themselves from the march of the Xenos.
Yeah.
Clearly, the Terran Empire are the good guys. I wonder if that video was shown as propaganda in the Empire.
Quite probably. Who's got the symbol at the end?
The Empire
This-
needs you.
This Defiant has a lot of the scanners.
We can't stand by, Mr. Tucker. Sound effect? Oh. Wait. I didn't realize that was a phaser emitter back there.
Hmm.
Did it always have a phaser in the back?
It's always had rear phases. I'm not sure where though.
Excuse me, Reed. He didn't tell you to do that. He just looked at you dramatically. That doesn't count.
All you need is a look.
Yeah, they really are adaptable. It doesn't matter what ship it is, they can work it. Guest stars Gary Graham. That's, oh, what's his name? Saval. Gregory Eitzen is Admiral Gardner, I think. What kind of a threat is that? That's not. If you don't get the job done, I'm gonna find someone worse than you, who also can't get it done. Is that true? I didn't realize Constitutions had that big of a crew.
Yeah, it's about 400 crew. Church does it a few times in TOS.
Oh, there was an outtake there where Jolene sort of forgets her line and just recoils when Archer scares her. Federation
Travis
flag?
just like, okay, sure.
That's mine.
Why are
Also,
they still
is
wearing
that an
EV
HMS
suits?
Defiant? So not only are you a traitor, you're also bad at your job. So clearly Archer's not dead. That's a lie. I'm just waiting for him to say something like, oh, you're one of the good ones.
Hmm. Potentially.
I know he's evil. You could at least respect her personal space. He's like touching her ear. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Doing a lovely Shatner impression there.
Yes. The green shirt, the green liquor from, those 2 episodes, actually. Now, these sort of Constitution-style quarters might have been ever so slightly retconned in Strange New Worlds. Just a little bit. Not a big deal, though. It's just a room. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, not that continuity matters. It is also still like 10 years before TOS, so there's plenty of time
So
for
the
the
ship
tortoise
got
to be
worse in
modified.
10 years? Wow.
Haven't actually seen
Oh
the
my
Strange
god.
New Worlds yet. It's not
It's
in the UK.
Roxana. They got back What's-Her-Face for the computer voice.
Yep.
Hmm.
But the computer still makes relay noises.
Yes.
The computer voice in TOS was so weird. You have to listen to the tapes grinding in the back, and you have to...
She doesn't care because they don't want to see how Hoshi dies.
Yeah, I need to take a screen grab of that when we see it again. If we see it again.
It's relatively blurry.
Charming, bold, a born explorer. Whose personnel file lists them as charming?
Very true.
Literally the first word in his bio. Archer was guided...
You see his real history. He must be.
Archer was guided by a core of human decency and intuition even when they contravened direct orders. He was independent yet had a strong sense of duty. Archer held a grudge against the Vulcans, whom he blamed for keeping humanity stuck on Earth, but he learned to cope with a Vulcan science officer. Charming, bold, a born explorer, also a little racist against Vulcans. Nice. What a lovely bio. Oh, we get to see what he did, though. Commanding officer of Enterprise, then ambassador to Endoria for 6 years. Then a Federation councilman, then Federation president for 8 years.
Does anyone know why the badges look different? Like,
Now, badges look
There
different
was...
because in TOS, every single ship had their own badge.
Why is he
That's not-
wearing the
Cool.
uniform?
The thing
Yeah, I
is,
was wondering
that's
that
not
too,
even
but
strictly true.
just
There are
for fun,
different
I guess?
badges. My understanding is it's a common belief that every ship had a different badge, but most of the badges we see that are different are just like there's a starbase badge and a ship badge, or a planet badge.
have you ever seen the defined badge in the TOS episode?
I believe so, and I'm relatively sure it's different. It probably is what Tata is wearing there.
Let me check Memory Alpha, see if we get to see it. No pictures of the badge on Memory Alpha. Okay, so according to StarCraft.com, there are 6 Starfleet duty insignia used in TOS. One for starships, one for spacecraft duty, which are like civilian craft, outposts, cadets, starbase, and fleet command. Oh, StarTrek.com explicitly, in talking about comm badges, mentions that in the Tholian web, they wear the same Delta insignia the corpses do as they do on the Enterprise.
Mm.
Because they never explicitly say that the other universe is our universe.
I'm technically not, but it's very, very strongly implied.
I know.
Yeah.
So that makes the insignia thing a little less satisfying.
There's another parallel universe that also lost their Defiant to an interspatial rift.
Yeah.
A Gorn? God, why don't we get to see Archer fighting a TOS Gorn? Just a dude in weird makeup swinging his arms at about half a mile an hour. It would be amazing.
Oh, he's haunted by Archer. Remember that.
Mirror Archer swings his body back and forth so much. He just pivots around the waist.
Does.
Look at him, he's just gyrating. What are you doing?
Oh, that's CG.
Oh, it's very CG.
Just put the guy in the suit
painfully.
again.
The suit was bad, but at least it would have been funny. We have transporters, just beam them off the ship, right? Did they say they can't do that? Just kill him.
It's a try ladder to get more people up at the same time.
Ah, of course. That's a design for sure.
Yeah. And only one person came out the top at the time, so it doesn't even make any difference.
I'm trying to look up and see if I can find a 3-person ladder. When I look up 3-person ladder, all I get is ladders with 1 person and 2 people stabilizing the base.
Well, that is what you're supposed to do with the ladder.
Having used a ladder, I can tell you the correct way to use a ladder is to put it on a precarious ledge, just barely balanced, and you just go.
You just hope that you're fine.
To make
Yeah.
sure it's only contacting on 3 points, you know.
Yes. Even 1 point is fine. 1 point on the top and 1 point on the bottom. Works fine. I'm still not dead.
Using the TOS communicators as opposed to the ones.
It's a trap! Honestly, Mr. Gorn, maybe you should have just put that on the warp core. You're probably dead anyway. Not even going to acknowledge him. Oh, yeah, nope, don't care.
They're an environmental engineering personnel only.
Trying to identify which parts of the set are also used in Trials and Tribulations.
DN goes nowhere, does nothing.
Do we get to see a matte painting at the end of the corridor to make it look like it continues? Because we see that a lot in the other shows. Briefing room, okay. Gorn's hanging out at the table. I'll say, having a fully CG dinosaur character for half of an episode of a TV show was ambitious.
Yeah.
Not only is it fully CG, it has to interact with a character a lot physically.
Yeah.
They tried. What? Just shoot it. You have a gun.
He might shoot
Yeah.
the captain.
No, he won't. The thing's bigger than Archer. He can't even. Okay. Just.
Jeez. It would really just look better if he was in a suit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will look better. Exactly. The Gorn and TOS didn't look good. They wouldn't be able to do all the dramatic things they're doing here.
True.
Because the dude in the suit could barely move. And it shows. But we also wouldn't see his CG model slightly clipping into the floor like we do here. This actually was resolved a lot faster. I thought most of the episode was Gorn. The assault fleet. Wait, who are they going to go kill again? Is it a Vulcan rebellion?
I think so.
I have a Star Trek prop. I have the same mug that Jolene has.
Nice.
Also, I noticed that the forks and plates look like children's toys. And it's weird.
Compassionate.
It feels weird.
So if they can compare history, can they find where the fork is?
Mhm.
Well,
The
the
fork is quite
the forks
early
are right
on.
there on the table. They have two of them. They're weird and orange and plastic.
Boo.
Well, yes, potentially they could. Why is it that so many of Shakespeare's love sonnets are actually just negging?
Really?
He practically invented negging. Oh, they have another an X class.
Oh, is that... God, what would the... Would it still be Columbia? I guess.
Andorian on the ship.
Saval... Yeah, that's Gregory Eitzen, is Admiral Gardner there. Who... I know he's in a bunch of stuff, but I know him from Firefly.
Ooh.
He was the magistrate of Janestown. The ISS Avenger? Okay. Tellarites can't even get through our navigation shields. Don't they know that? We don't get to see it? Okay.
Jeez, how many torpedoes do you want to fire? A couple would have sufficed against that thing.
Or phasers, even. Phasers recharge. You only
Yeah.
have so many fancy future torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
Admiral Black? Who's Admiral Black? That's not Gardner. Gardner does show up. But I guess that's not him. Okay. There's an early opportunity right now, actually.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think the Terran Empire would do that because taking it back to re-engineer it, to
Yeah.
tear it apart, learn it, that would actually be practical and a good idea. And the Terran Empire is stupid and flashy. They're just going to take it out to fight.
Yeah.
Ooh. Very effective. That's not how the TOS phasers work. What they do is the person just starts glowing in a solid color, and then they vanish. They also freeze in place. Oh my god, that was so Kirk delivery. All the Empire. They also, if you get the Blu-ray, there's deleted scenes, so they cut out like half of this speech.
Hmm.
Which they probably should have, because the
Syndication,
full
am I
speech,
right?
it drags on.
Wait, he brought on crew from the.
From the ship whose captain he just killed, but it's okay, because they're into that.
Yeah.
But then who's manning the other ship? How many crew did he pull? I guess he had to pull some because he had like 6 people on the Defiant.
Yeah. Well, they're currently on the other NX
Yes.
ship. They're not connected to each other, so they must be using transporters to get across.
We do know that Enterprise has a big tube it can use to connect to nearby ships. Transfer people.
True. An old Savile. Or an aged Savile.
Aged by stress.
Yeah.
But he's not. If he's not evil, why does he have a goatee? Saval's supposed to be a good guy. What do you mean Hasbrook? It's a fascist regime. How non-corrupt could it have been?
Yeah, it was pretty much that from the start. But it means Archie means ineffective. Savile means just only for power. But that was their start. Them from the start.
Oh, don't destroy it. If possible, you could reclaim it for the Vulcan Empire. Now, this is why you don't give the people you oppress guns. Because now they're plotting against you. Can't imagine there was a shortage of humans to man the ship. No, don't transfer Archer. Come on. I was about to compliment you on being evil but practical. You have a gun. Screw him. Kill him too. Come on.
There's that in their nature stuff again.
Wait, but in the real universe, I say, in the Prime universe, Denobulans had that big war where they like butchered people by the millions.
Why they're nice in this universe.
Might not have happened in this universe, but they just following another nuts fascist regime.
Hey, I was hoping to watch some Star Trek. Why are you playing a porno?
Intimate relations in my family-friendly Star Trek show. I should get some pearls. I don't have anything to clutch.
Please, Admiral Gardner.
Hey guys.
Okay, now we get Gardner.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So I just wanted to offer one insight. Ryan, you keep saying, why is the alternate universe Terran Empire more ahead of United Earth? And it's because they stole the technology from the Vulcans, whereas in our universe the Vulcans were holding them back.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
So
Gardner. I don't feel like one ship, even 100 years ahead, would be able to take out an entire fleet.
Yeah.
Like, surely if it came down to it, they could just ram the Defiant.
I'm pretty sure any aircraft carrier can destroy the whole fleet during the Spanish-American War.
Yeah. Well, that is using planes. A battleship could easily do it from range.
What kind of ships did we have
Even a
in
destroyer
the
with
1920s?
torpedoes could, to be honest, because the torpedoes move a lot faster than the ships.
I mean, we did have the Industrial Revolution between 1850 and 1950. So
1920s, we did have warships, we had submarines. There were a few aircraft carriers. I feel like if we had enough of them, we could just ram them.
All right, but a 1920s aircraft carrier versus a 2022 aircraft carrier.
1920 submarine. Ram full speed into a 2020 aircraft carrier. I think that would work.
The loyalty to the Empire is whoever you choose.
Also, last episode when Phlox was torturing the Tholian, it kind of reminds me of last week when he was in charge of the Klingon Augment project, and he purposely infected one of the Klingon generals so he wouldn't destroy the planet. So Phlox is able to bend the moral rules when he needs to.
Denobulans do not have the Hippocratic Oath, because Hippocrates was not Denobulan. Therefore, he can inflict as much harm as he wants.
Actually, our doctors don't take the Hippocratic Oath anymore either, because sometimes you do need to commit harm, like chemotherapy.
Well, they take a modified version of it.
Okay.
Well, chemotherapy, it's like what Flock says in Season 1. I took an oath to do no harm. I can inflict as much pain as I like.
Okay.
As long as the pain helps in the long term, it doesn't count as harm.
All the prescriptions have pretty severe side effects.
I feel like he definitely had time to react there. It took her a full second to turn around and smack him.
It's also just bad training.
Unfortunately, that is not a metaphor.
Wait, so Commander Tucker and whatever her title is as an
She
oppressed...
can lie.
But they're still a thing in the Mirror Universe?
Yeah. Something.
Tucker and T'Pol? Yeah, that was addressed earlier. Remember?
Yeah, I remember she led him away, but I thought that was just a one-off thing. I didn't realize
She
they had a relationship.
specifically said for sexual favors.
You think I pay attention to what's happening in the show?
No, neither do I. But sometimes I do.
Oh, that's an extra bad idea right there. Having an Orion woman on the bridge of the ship? No. That's bad plan.
That was a good
Stop
catch.
threatening her and just shoot her.
That was a good catch, Ryan. You caught the crewman who died in the Zindi attack alive in the alternate universe.
What would also be a good catch if Archer caught on that he should just shoot the rebel. Are you letting her monologue? Just shoot her.
Yeah. Use gun on woman.
Use gun on Vulcans. Come on.
And then when you really... Go ahead. Hey, Robo. You were missed.
Is the mariachi there?
No mariachi.
Au contraire, mon capitaine.
Yeah. I banished Q back to the continuum.
Was he trying
I
to
made
put
him,
everybody up with you? Because they were trying to turn him into a human? And he wanted to hang out with you over everybody else in the universe?
I made him say his name backwards 3 times. Wait. That's Mixelpitzlestick or whatever his name is from Superman.
Rumpelstiltskin.
No, there's a character in Superman that's like a 5th dimensional omnipotent being, and the way you defeat him is make him say his name backwards. Somebody in chat will have it. It starts with an M.
Does it start with an M or does it end with an M?
It starts
Which
with an
form
M.
of his name has an M?
Also, in Superman, there's
The forward.
Bizarro World, which is an alternate universe.
There is Bizarro World.
In this case, the colored lighting tubes are doubled up, so they're not quite the same thing as before.
What's really bizarro about this world is he hasn't shot her yet.
You gotta love though how we bring back TOS Enterprise. Like they knew their show was ending. They wanted to do some fan service, especially for TOS fans because we're coming up on that era.
Well, they did this in Deep Space Nine too.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, you know what they did? They put the people into the footage, but they probably built part of the set, I imagine, at least.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't see the video. I don't know what time we're at. So,
What's happening
the
right
general-
now is they're just putting down the alien rebellion.
Oh, okay. So we haven't gotten to the Gorn fight yet, right?
No, we had the Gorn. We're at the very end of episode 2, where the aliens are all trying to rebel and destroy Defiant. And Phlox is now dead after trying to sabotage it. Defiant's back online, and they're now destroying the ISS Avenger. The traitors.
Wait,
But that took ages to do.
Phlox gets killed trying to destroy the Defiant?
Yes.
I remember they tried to get him on their side, but
Yeah, no, he
It's hard to
joined them.
believe.
He was reticent at first, but he went with them at the end. And then he died.
well, serves him right, filthy Xeno.
Does wearing a left earring make you bad?
That was a good scream, Gary.
So Hoshi goes back to the rightful winner.
Herself.
She goes
yes.
back. Wait. If T'Pol had overthrown the ship, would Hoshi be with T'Pol?
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Huh?
I mean, that is the way the mirror universe seems to work.
I'm
The
just
mirror
saying.
universe has the somewhat troublesome trope of bisexuality is evil.
Yeah.
Hoshi fans and T'Pol fans unite, you know?
Well, we saw last week during the Orion pheromone thing, there's no way a woman can fall in love with a woman with those pheromones. So apparently Rick Berman would not agree.
Who's that voice you're putting on?
Voice?
He's
Archer.
drinking champagne and laughing like obnoxiously.
Who?
Archer. Scott.
Archer?
Yeah, this is a watch along for an episode. So
Yes, thank you.
Now Scott Bakula is dying. And Hoshi's making out with Travis.
because Travis is the real throne of power. Power behind
I
the
don't-
throne.
No, it's
I
not
don't
because
understand
Travis
why-
has power. Hoshi has all the power. It's just because Travis is ripped.
Travis is Hoshi's pet, basically. But the thing is, that flies in the face of Travis being super intelligent, that computer wanted to abduct him and make him part of the computer. And also, it's like, wait, why does he become a Mako when he's such an exceptional pilot? Don't they need pilots in the mirror universe?
Empress Sato. Yes.
She kind of prefigures Empress Giorgio in the Discovery.
All right, yeah, I want to look back at Giorgio's big long title because one of those things was a reference to Hoshi. I don't remember which.
What?
I think the mirror universe uniform need a tad bit more BDSM.
They'll make it weird.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, chat.
You're welcome, thank you.
Empress
I don't know
Giorgio
what's
for
happening right now.
title. Nothing's happening. The show's
That's it.
over.
No, I'm driving, and like it's a green light, and nobody's moving, and I guess somebody made a turn from a lane they shouldn't have. Whatever. Everybody had to stop to let this one person make an illegal turn.
Here's what it is. It's all hail her most imperial majesty, mother of the fatherland, overlord of Vulcan, dominus of Kronos, Regina Andor, all hail Philip Orgeorgio, Augustus Iaponius Centaurius. Iaponius is Latin for Japanese.
Oh, nice.
So that's where the Hoshi thing comes in.
Was ancient Rome even aware of Japan?
Well, they have a word for Japanese, so I assume so.
No, that must have been added later.
I mean, I could try to look it up. I'm not too familiar with ancient Rome.
It's what you would get if you wanted to reverse engineer the name from Latin spelling rules, so I believe either way.
Let's see, was ancient Rome aware of Japan? There's no real verdict out if Rome had a knowledge of Japan. They did have a knowledge of the Japanese.
What? How?
Wait, no, I just said the same thing. I meant the Chinese. They were aware of China. Maybe they may or may not have been aware of Japan. But there's a Latin word for Japan. Whether they used it in ancient 5th century BC Rome, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Mirror Universe. They really need to stop getting so flashy with their evil and just be regular pragmatic evil. It's gonna come back to bite them.
Early 1800s, yeah, it's a recent creation. It's modern Latin.
Also, I just realized I never switched the title on the stream to part 2. It was just part 1 the whole time. Don't worry about that. Next week is the series finale of Enterprise. Demons, Terra Prime, and then these are the Voyages.
Yes, we're almost there.
Then we'll have a week off, and then we'll get back to Voyager.
We still got one more episode, right?
No, today's done.
You got
2-episode day today.
Oh, no! I left the party early so I could watch the 3rd episode at home.
Well, okay, well, next week is 3 episodes. You could just go watch another episode of Enterprise by yourself, I guess.
I could, but that's no fun. That's depressing.
It's not depressing. It's a good show.
It's so... How do I put this?
I can hear your turn signal.
Yeah.
My fuel light just came on. Uh-oh. So, how old are you right now, Soma?
I am 20. Why?
20. Okay.
20. No,
so,
20. Why? You have to solve for why.
So, I'm trying to get a better perspective on your approach to New Trek, and it's like, okay, so when I was your age, well, maybe a little younger than you now, Enterprise was what was on TV, right? Like, that was the new thing. And Enterprise always has, a special place for me in Deep Space Nine and Voyager, but maybe more so Enterprise because, it's the one I remember the best. When I rewatch it now, objectively, I see its flaws, right? But now, 20 years later,
I've never said that there aren't flaws with current Trek.
Later, and I'm more cynical and I'm more cynical and jaded and I'm more what's the word? I have higher expectations too. So if I had never seen Enterprise before and I would watch it now, I probably wouldn't feel the same way I feel about it. Get what I'm saying?
Church has never had that level of quality.
I'm reaching out with an olive branch here, Soma. Meet me halfway.
Are you? I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying if I were to watch Enterprise now, would I like it as much as I do if
I just don't apply that level of criticism to things. It's not necessary.
It's just a TV show. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Speaking of TV shows, I need to go watch Stranger Things Season 2 sometime.
You're on Season 2?
Well, I just watched Season 1 like a week ago, and I haven't gotten to the next season yet, but yeah.
They're just released Season 4.
Yeah, I know.
So
well, half of Season 4 is my understanding.
Right. It's Volume 1. So I'm on the last episode, and there's 30 minutes left. I'm like, how the hell are they going to wrap all this up in 30 minutes? And then at the end it goes...
Well, don't tell me what they do.
I just said end of Volume 1. It says watch the rest July 1st. I'm like, damn it. I've been hornswoggled. I'm not giving you a spoiler. I'm just saying, you already know it's a Volume 1. Or Part 1 or whatever. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
Okay, so here's what I know. What I know is the stream's over. Go away.
Have fun. Enjoy.